Pepsi Train got first.
Neof something just redeemed first.
Hello everybody. The long-awaited stream has begun. All right. Oh, thank you for the push-ups and the squats. I will get those going.
230 pieces of exercise for the entire week once you do them.
All right. Thank you, Pepsi Train. Woohoo. Okay, here we go. 10 squats. Thank you for keeping your streamer strong. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Pepsi Train got first today. Congratulations. And 10 push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. And are we ready to begin? Hello, checkmate. Yes. Well, thank you for stopping in to say hi. We are playing the game The Farmer Was Replaced today. And I have it set so that the right side of the screen is going to show for YouTube. And here, I will briefly show YouTube what the whole thing looks like. It's just start, load, save, options, Discord, quit. There we go. And I have not played this game before, so let's begin. I have regular music turned off because I'm not sure what the music in the game is going to be like. And if you have not seen it yet, there is an official giveaway if this game looks like fun. About halfway through the stream at about 1:30, I will close the form and choose which person I think wrote the best essay about why they deserve to get the one free code that I have. All right, here we go. Getting started. This window contains information about everything in the game. You can move windows around by dragging and dropping the gray part of the window. So I can put this here so that YouTube chat can see them. You can move around by dragging anywhere outside the windows. To get started with programming, go to the first program page by clicking it. Okay, first program. Let's see here. Where shall I put this? I will put this here. Can I make the window smaller? There we go. Okay, it just barely fits. And I think we need to add our own background music. There we go. All right. Now, text editor. All programming is done in code windows. Each code window corresponds to a text file containing code. Hey, Ryan! Yay, 'tis me! Hi! Glad you're here. All right, yes, if you're interested in the giveaway, there is a form. If this game looks like fun, there we go. And you have Steam, then go ahead and fill that out. We've got another 20 minutes, and then I will choose the winner.
What game are you playing and what's going on?
This is called The Farmer Was Replaced. So we are a drone programmer, and we are replacing the farmer. Let's see here. Trying to get this, there we go, to where you can see it. Okay, so the code can be edited like in any text editor, not like VI, I'm sure, as long as it's not running. You can execute the program directly by pressing the green play button in the code window. Like that. You can create more code files using the plus button in the upper right corner of the screen. That would be this one here, okay? You can dock a window to another window by dragging onto it. You will notice that once you start typing, a simple code completion window will pop up. Press Tab to insert the code completion. Okay, well, here we go. We've got our main window. I think that is, we need to know more. We need to know more about what to type in the main window. Ah, we can scroll this window. Okay. Press tab to insert the code completion. Use the arrow keys to navigate through the completion options. Don't worry if this is your first time programming. It is not. Actually, I got a computer science degree. I just don't happen to know Python. The language is unlocked step by step, so you won't be overwhelmed by all the things you can do. The syntax is also similar to that of Python, which is one of the most widely used programming languages in the world, so learning it is not completely wasted. If you already know Python, it's not a problem either. You'll just be able to skip the early game quickly to get to the more interesting stuff. Code is a sequence of statements that are executed line by line. Currently, the only statements available are harvest and do a flip. These are function calls. You can think of a function as a command that can be executed. You execute it using the parentheses. Aha, okay. Try typing these statements into the code window and pressing the execute button. Hey, hello, Kirkleys. Welcome to the stream. Mangoes. Hello, hello. All right. Yes. I'm glad that you're here, but let's try to say things that are relevant instead of the same thing again and again and again. Yes, I know it's tempting to try to get number one by spamming. Yeah, we can just time you out. Yes. Okay, unlocks. Collecting grass will give you hay. Hay can be used to unlock loops in the unlock menu. Open the unlock menu with the button in the top right corner. Okay, so we can harvest and we can do a flip. Try typing these statements in the code window and pressing the execute button. Okay, here we go. Harvest. Harvest. Like that. Okay. And do a flip. Okay, makes the drone do a flip. This action is not affected by speed upgrades. Returns none. Takes 1 second to execute. While true, do a flip. All right, here we go. And execute. Oh! Look at that. Okay. So it grew some grass. Whee! I'm harvesting grass. Haha. Oh, and we've got a piggy bank going here. I see. When I harvest the grass, my piggy bank gets more money. Okay. So this is my drone, and I harvest the grass and do a flip, and my piggy bank gets more money. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. Now, in the top right corner, we get unlocks. Okay. Farm. Loops. Unlocks a simple while loop. 5 hay. Oops. You guys can't see that. There we go. Loops unlock. I get 5. Okay. How do I find out how much money I've got? Oh, I see. There's some in the top corner there. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I now have 5. And now I have a speed unlock. Okay, and a grass upgrade. So I can increase the speed of the drone for 20. And I can increase the yield of the grass from 100 to 200 for 300. I see. So either I could press this button 300 times. Whee! Actually, you know, I don't even need to do a flip. I could just, like, do harvest, harvest. Like that. Harvest, harvest, harvest. Okay, what if I do that? Ho, 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 ho. Okay, and now we can add a loop. How about while something. Harvest? Like that? Does this work? While break, continue, do a flip, false, and pass. And true. Okay, so how about this? Why don't we go with while true? We're going to, now do we do this? Is this a thing? While true, harvest? Is that how this would work? Okay, harvest, harvest, harvest. Oh, there must be a colon at the beginning of every code block. Okay, got it. The value is always true, so like this, while true, harvest? I don't know, is this how this works? I don't know Python syntax. Okay, a bracket close is expected here, so maybe, why don't I do that? I don't know. While true harvest? Nope. There must be a colon at the beginning of every code block. Okay. While colon true? I don't know how this works. Not a valid expression. Okay, well. Oh, here we go! Long arms, more grass. There are different resources. Probably while true, syntax harvest on the next line. The parentheses on while is not required, but the line break is mandatory. Ah, okay. So while true colon, like that? Harvest while true? Nope. Bracket close error is expected here. So like that and then harvest? Like that, maybe? Bracket close is expected here. Remove the parentheses. Okay, like that. While true colon harvest. Like this. Not a valid statement. Did I mean to write harvest? Sure. While true harvest? Okay, try that. Ho ho ho! There we go. Okay, so we could get 300 like that, but what if we do while true harvest, harvest, harvest? Can I do Control C, Control V? I can. Ho 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 ho! Look at this. We are making money. Okay, so now let's take a look at our unlocks. And now we can go speed. Oh, and look at this. I moved the speed and I discovered there was a pop-up underneath my other window that explains the while loop. That does make it a lot easier when something explains it. What would happen if you donated $500? I would say thank you very much, Kirkleys. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Okay. Yes. Basically, I'm already rich, so I stream for fun because I like it. Yes. Alrighty. But I appreciate the money because then
Make good choices.
when people give me money while I'm streaming, then it means that they appreciate the work that I do and it encourages me to keep doing it. Because I am here for you guys. I am here on a daily basis, day in and day out, well, weekdays. Just to be there and to be an adult presence in the internet in a place which is scary. And thank you for the hydrate. Yes, okay. So here we go. While loop. Let's take a look at this while loop thing. Okay, I have unlocked the while loop and the values true and false. The while loop keeps executing the loop body as long as the condition is true. While condition colon loop body. Don't worry about creating infinite loops. The delays in the execution will prevent the program from freezing. For beginners, perhaps you have already tried to put several harvest calls in a row. Harvest, harvest, harvest. This allows you to harvest several times in one program run. However, it would be nice to harvest more than 3 times, and writing the code multiple times is bad practice. The solution is a loop. So, a loop allows you to run the same code multiple times. The while loop takes a condition, which is a logical value which can be in 2 states, true or false. Such a value is called a Boolean value. Hello, Colascap! Welcome to the stream. No, that's here we go. That's a timeout sort of thing. Okay. A while loop is a condition which is a logical value that can only be in 2 states, true or false. Such a value is called a Boolean value. A loop then executes the code inside the loop until the condition is false. Well, the while loop looks like this. While condition, do the body, where you can place condition with either true or false, and loop, body with whatever you want to do in the loop. There are 2 constant Boolean values available, constant values that never change during the program. To write a constant that's always true, you just write true. Write false, then it'll always be false. So you could write while false, do a flip, or while true, do a flip. The first will never flip, and the second will always flip. Normally, creating an infinite loop is a bad idea because it'll freeze the program. But in this game, there are delays between each iteration of the loop, so it will cause the drone to keep doing a flip until you manually stop it by pressing the execute button again. Notice how the line after the colon is indented. Indentation like this is used to separate blocks of code. Just press tab to add an indentation and shift tab or backspace to remove it. The loop will repeat all indented statements after the colon. Statements after the indented block will be executed after the loop has finished. Okay, then we have a speed upgrade. The execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster than the grass can grow, resulting in no harvest at all. To deal with this, if branches and the can harvest function are now unlocked. Check before harvesting. Okay, so far we only had true and false conditions, which is not very useful with if. The new
USTA and YouTube eyes Donald Duck and Goofy know what subscribed to the main StrawberryGS YouTube channel.
Woohoo! Thank you for the sub! Alrighty. Okay. The new, so far we only had true and false. Okay, the new function, can harvest, provides a better condition. Can harvest returns true if the plant under the drone can be harvested, and false otherwise. If can harvest, do something. The reason you can use this function as a condition like this because it returns a Boolean value. A return value can essentially means that after the functionality is executed, the function call can evaluate function call expression evaluates the returned value. What happens when the above code runs? The if runs. Can harvest is called. It does its thing, returns true or false. Now if it's true or if it's false, the code block is executed. And if can be done to prevent the drone from harvesting too early. Okay, so here we go. While true, here, let's remove these because we just don't need them. And now, while true, we're going to do if can harvest. There we go. Like that, maybe? Okay, if can harvest colon. Oh, wait, if. Oh, you don't put parentheses here. Okay. If can harvest. Ha 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 ha. Okay, if we can harvest. Let's try that. Oh. Trying to check the function. Can harvest is true. This is the function object itself, not the function's return value. Did you mean to call the function with the function operator? Okay, so if can harvest, oops, like that. Aha, there we go. If we can harvest. Yeah. Alrighty. So we are playing. Oh, this is a little bit loud. I don't know. Is this loud for anybody else? Stop that. Okay, where's... Open a new info window. Create a new code file. Ooh, I can have 2 codes going at once. Okay, what I need is... Where do I get to? Aha! There we go. Options. How about audio? Volume, sound effects. Yeah, let's get that there. And I don't know what volume damping is, but let's take it down. Okay, back. Now, start. There we go. Okay. And go. There we go. Okay. Yes, there is a giveaway on this game. If this game looks like fun, then, if you are interested... Oh, people shooting fireworks. Is something exciting going on? Okay, yay, A-W-A-Y. There we go. Oops, let's do that. A-W-A-Y. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't do illegal things. Okay. So there we have it. We are harvesting. Okay. Yes, in about 1 minute. I will check if this game looks like fun. Then, well, okay, I haven't gotten very far yet, so it probably doesn't look like fun. Maybe I should try this a little bit faster. Because I don't know Python syntax, but I do know how to code. Okay, okay, so the statement, so roll through, if you can harvest, general info, and unlocks. Let's see what we've unlocked. We can get a grass upgrade as soon as we hit 300. All right, we'll let that go. Expand. Ooh, we can go farther for 30, and we can plant for 50. Okay. Well, let's wait till we have a grass upgrade here, and then we'll go to the next thing. Why? So that it's a command. Exclamation point giveaway is a command that tells the chat to give away, to write that giveaway message that tells Fossabot. So exclamation point tells Fossabot, hey, pay attention to what's being said in chat. And then Fossabot sees the giveaway command, and it automatically responds with the text, enter, the farmer was replaced, Steam code giveaway, fill out the form here. So that you can click the link and fill out the form. And it is 1:30, so let me take a look and see who has filled out the form. And I can choose. Okay, so first I need to turn off responses. How do I do this? Published. No longer accepting responses. There we go. And then let's see who has responded. We have 3 entries, and I get to read these. One is a streamer who would like to stream some variety content and possibly get chat to play other games as well. One is my husband, who is not eligible. And one is a person who already knows Python and thinks it would be fun. But They do have the means to get it themselves, so if there's anyone else who signed up, please choose them and not me. Well then, I'm going to choose the other person. There we go. Let's give the code to the streamer, and I will let that person decide if they would like to reveal that they are the winner or not. Okay, do this. Copy this giveaway key. Go to Discord all the while I'm making money in the background here. Okay. Start a conversation. Congratulations. You win the stream key for the farmer was replaced. All right. Enjoy. There we go. All right. Giveaway complete. We have given away the giveaway. Ah. Yes. Well, okay. I should probably start getting a little farther in the game, a little faster here. So, while I was waiting, or while I was giving that away, look at that. Now we have 300 money. Let's unlock some stuff. We're gonna unlock a grass upgrade. Oh, you can do this multiple times. Okay, now it gets to 450. But I think first we'll expand our farm and unlock some movement. Okay. Oh, interesting. This says what it's doing. Okay, now my farm has grown. This space is not much use if I can't move the drone, so there is a new move function that moves the drone. While I read this, let's make this keep going, and let's just turn down. Okay, options. I'm gonna turn down the game volume a bit here. And turn that down like that. Okay. Now, let's go back to the game. Start the game. Okay, start that so it'll keep going while I read about expand. Okay. That moves the drone. Moves requires you to specify in which direction you want it to move. 4 new constants: north, east, south, and west. Move north will move the drone 1 square to the north. If I move over the edge of the farm, the drone will be moved to the other side. Oh, so I can just keep mowing one great big old line. Okay. The following code will keep moving the drone north and wrap back to the start when it reaches the edge of the farm. While true, move north. Okay, so I can get my code window if I can find it. Here we go. Code window. While true. Okay. Let's move north. Move north. Okay, there we go. So now this is gonna start moving. Alrighty. Now let's keep reading about expanding my farm. Okay, that's all there is about expanding the farm. Okay, now let's look at our unlocks. Expand. Ooh, this also clears the farm. Unlock cost 20. Okay, and I can also unlock planting. Let's unlock planting. Plant. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. All other plants have to be planted with the plant function. The only plant you can plant right now is a bush. Okay, there we go. I can plant a bush. You can pass the type of plant I want to plant to the function like this. Plant entities.bush. This will plant a bush under the drone. Call clear to reset the farm to all grass and reset the drone position. It seems that if you grow more than one type of plant on the farm at the same time, you can sometimes get a higher yield. You'll need to research polyculture to learn more. Okay, here we go. So, we can... Okay, stop this. All right. So, move north. If we can harvest it, harvest it. But let's try... How about just at the very beginning? Let's harvest. And let's plant. Okay, and our choices for planting are entities. Entities dot bush. So I can plant a bush. And then, while true, move north. If we can harvest, harvest. And otherwise, okay. And if I can afford the grass upgrade, now is a good time. Okay, that takes wood instead of hay. All right, so unlocks. Grass upgrade. Unlock. Ooh, I can keep unlocking grass. Okay, 675. All right. And then I can expand the grass. I can expand the farm from 1 by 1 to 3 by 3. Okay, right click for more information. Expand 1. Okay, and then close that, unlock, expand. How do I think I've already done that. Okay. Ooh, and I can also do... Oh, this costs 20 wood. I get it. The expand costs 20 wood. Okay. So I need to get 20 wood before I can expand the farm more. Hello! Hey! Oh, hey! Amri! I am a woman. Amy Fiero. What do you draw? How about you draw strawberry in the strawberry field, harvesting the wheat.
Push-up.
Yes, just like my YouTube profile picture. There we go. Alrighty.
10 squats, everybody.
Okay. Why can't this work? Okay, so we are gonna try this. Let's see here. So, I planted a bush.
270
and then
pieces
if I
of
can
exercise for the
harvest,
entire
I'm
week
gonna
once you do
harvest
that.
It. All right. Okay, now, hold on. I need to occasionally, so I'm gonna move north. If I can harvest. And then I'm going to plant a bush. Let's try that. Plant entities dot bush. There we go. Okay. So if I can harvest, I'm gonna plant a bush. Otherwise, I'm just gonna... Oh, there we go. Just moving north. Looking until I've got something. Ha-ha! Okay! So we've got trees growing, and occasionally we get trees, and occasionally we get grass. And now I'm gonna do 20 squats. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or I said 20. I meant to say 10 and 10 push-ups. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And while I was doing that, I remembered that I have a farming playlist. I think I'm gonna switch to it just for fun. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Yes, it's my farming playlist from way back when. Okay. This is annoying. Okay. Now, oh, hey, abstract structure got here. guess what? I am planting, and look at this. Now that I have a bunch of wood, I can now expand my farm. That cost me 20 wood. But now I need to change my code so that my drone moves in other directions. Okay, let's read about this. Expand 2. Your farm has expanded again. Now the tiles are no longer in a nice row, so I need to find a way to traverse a square grid. Well, with the while loop, this is not possible until you unlock senses and operators. It is time to introduce the for loop. You can read all about the for loop in the for loop page, but for now, you will only need to repeat code a fixed number of times. Flips. For I in range 5, do a flip. Range creates a range of numbers from 0 to n-1, which has n elements in it. The for loop. Okay, this is blinking and it's annoying me. Let's move that. Okay. The for loop runs its loop body once for every element in the sequence. This example, do a flip, will be called 5 times. The function getWorldSize is also available now. It returns the side length of your farm. Okay, I guess we only get square farms. Okay, that way I can write code that won't break with the next expand for a farm. So for I in range, getWorldSize, harvest, and move north. So that harvest 1 column of the farm for any farm size. If you're stuck, I can show the hints. Well, let's see here. Let's do it like this. Okay, let's stop that while we're working on it. Okay, now get rid of this. So we are gonna do it while true. Then we're going to, okay, let's see here. For I in range. And then what was the name of the command to get the side length of the farm? getWorldSize. getWorldSize. Like that. Okay, oh wait, and I don't use parentheses here. Wait, okay, and then do I use it? I do use the parentheses for range, getWorldSize. Okay, for I in range, getWorldSize. There we go. Okay, so we're going to move north, and then if we can harvest, plant. If we can harvest, so harvest a grass and then plant a bush. So we'll occasionally have bushes and occasionally have grass. And then, let's see here. So for I and getWorldSize, so it'll do this 5 times. And then we're gonna need to move west. So after we have done that 5 times, how do I... Okay, here we go. Move north. Just indent all this like that. And then after we have done all that, then we're going to move east. And this should loop, I think. Okay. Error. Tabs and spaces should not be mixed. Ugh. Okay. Tab, like that. Okay. There we go. Let's watch our dude go. So I keep going for the world size, and then when I've harvested an entire row, I go east, and then I harvest more stuff. Okay. Let's go. Okay, and I can clear to reset the farm and reset the production. I can sometimes get a higher yield, but I need to research polyculture to learn how to get the higher yield. Okay. Unlocks. Let's see what else we can do. So we can unlock... Ooh, we can expand the farm if we have 20 carrots. Okay. Ooh, and we can get debugging tools for some hay and some logs. And we can get arithmetic comparison and logic operators. Okay, well, let's buy some carrots. All right, so we can now plant carrots. Before I can plant carrots with plant entities.carrot, I have to till the soil. This will change the grounds to grounds.soil. To till the soil, simply call till. Calling till again will change it back to grounds.grassland. Planting carrots costs wood and hay. These items will be automatically removed when calling plant entities.carrot. I can see the cost of any plant on its own page. Okay, here we go. So, carrots. Base time growth between 4.8 and 7.2 seconds. Can grow on soil. Plant cost 1 and 1. Unlocked in carrots. Okay. Got it. So now... Okay. Let's change this, and let's plant a mix of vegetables here. So, why don't we go up and we will... Let's get rid of this can.harvest stuff. And let's just grow... Ooh, stuff is still growing. Okay, so... we're gonna start if can.harvest. There we go. If can harvest. Oh wait, hold on. Do I not put... I don't know my syntax here. So if can harvest like that, then we're gonna harvest. And, oh wait, hold on. I think I need to put this here. So if we can harvest, then we're going to harvest. And we're also going to plant. Let's see here. So do we want to do it? Plant entities. Dot. Okay, we're going to plant like 1 row of carrots and 1 row of bushes. How about? Okay, we're going to alternate planting bushes and carrots. Okay, so we're gonna start in the first row. We're gonna plant carrots, and then in the second row, so if we can harvest, then we're gonna harvest, and we're gonna plant a carrot in that first row. Okay, so if we can harvest. If we can't harvest, then we're just gonna keep going. Or I guess whether or not we can harvest, we're going to move north afterwards, okay? And then the next row, so for I in world size, so 5 times we're going to go north, or 5 times we're going to move north. And then after we're done with that, we're going to move east, move east. Okay, and then this time, after having moved east, we're gonna do it again. Ooh, can we nest 4 loops? How do we nest 4 loops? Okay, so on the outside of this, we're gonna do 4. J in world size, range. Get world size. There. Okay, and then we're gonna indent all of this 1 extra level. There. Okay. So now we're going this way, so we're gonna move east. And we want to switch between carrots and... Oh, wait, but we haven't unlocked the operators yet. Okay, so for the first time, we're just going to do this until... Because I can't compare. I can't do I can't do a, like, if it's even or odd or whatever yet, I think. Hold on. Unlocks. Yeah, I don't have operators yet. Oh, but I can buy them because I have logs. Okay, there must be a colon at the beginning of every code block. If can harvest, colon, harvest, plant, move. Okay. Oh.
Orblitz just followed.
Oh, hey! Excellent. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Yay! Okay. Let's see here. Operators. Ooh, we have not and or. All numbers in the game are floating points, so arithmetic operators are floating point operations. / is just floor the number after the division. Okay. So we can do plus, minus, times, star, whatever. Comparisons. Equals. Are two things equal? Are they not equal? Less than, greater than, less than, or less than and equal, greater than and equal, less than or greater than. Okay. Operators allow us to combine. Okay, so how about this? We're gonna put carrots in the first row, and we're gonna put forests everywhere else, or plant, whatever they're called, bushes everywhere else. Okay, this is how you add. We can do modular division. Ooh, okay, got it. And logic and all that. All right, so we're just gonna start out with, okay, for IN, range, world size, plant entities, and carrots. Okay. And then if, okay, so we're going to do this. So if it's, we're going to add an if statement here. So in the first one, if, oops, okay, if J is equal to 1. So in our first J, then we're going to plant carrots. Okay, if we can harvest them, we're gonna do that. And if J is not equal to 1, I'm assuming we've got if else statements. Okay, else, there we go, else we're going to do, can I copy this? Copy, then we're going to print. Oops, we need to loop this. Loop my music. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then we're gonna do this plant entities dot bush. Okay, and let's start at the beginning. Clear. Okay, while true. For J in range, get world size, so go up the whole side of the bar. If we're in the first row, then for I in range, get world size. If we can harvest, and plant a carrot and move north. Otherwise, for I in range, get world size. Then if we can harvest, and plant a bush and keep going north. And then go east at the end of the row. Okay. Let's give it a try. Oh, there must be a colon for every code block. I'm not used to Python syntax yet. Okay, do I need one here? Oh, let's find out. There isn't enough indentation here. Okay, so this all... Oh, it moves the whole block at once. All right. There we go. So that should be planting carrots. Okay, nope. I somehow failed to plant a carrot. Okay, this should be planting carrots here. Why is this not planting carrots? Hey, Orblitz! Welcome to the stream! Okay, functions always take parentheses for args, and sometimes the args is empty. Oh, we have to till. I forgot about carrots needing soil. Okay. Okay, I gotta till them. So, if we can harvest, and then till like that. Okay, so we till it, and then we do it. Okay. Like this. So, ho-ho! Look at that. And then we go through and check. It goes through again before moving north or moving east. Okay, so I should move east here as well, I think. Okay. Yes, this is definitely not very, very efficient code. Okay. You know what? Let's take time. It's so hard to stream and code at the same time, chat. Because I want to take time to plan it out, but I also don't want to be boring while I'm planning. Oh, has my game not upgraded to 1.0 yet? Oh, did I? You know what? I started it last night when I was still on the beta. Oh, okay. Well, I could redo this. Oh, let's see here. Is it? Yeah, I could take a moment during stream. How different is it? What am I missing? Yes, maybe I should upgrade to 1.0. I started the game last night and I got all the screens ready, but if I wasn't using the beta or I wasn't using the 1.0, then I wasn't using the 1.0. Because 1.0 is supposed to release today. Okay, let's see here. So, well, tell me if I should actually upgrade to 1.0. Okay. If it is worth taking the time to do that. And in the meantime, I am just gonna redo all of this. Okay, we are gonna start over. And we are just going to begin with for I in range, get world size. We're going to make one row of tilled land. We're just going to till the land, till. Okay, returns none. It takes 200 ticks. Okay, tills the ground, or the ground, if it's already soil, it'll change back to grassland. Okay, so we're just gonna prepare the ground. We're gonna till it, and then we're gonna move north. Oh wait, hold on. Do I want to be here or there? Okay, and then move north. I am so used to brackets to align my code, chat. Oh, the unlock tree works differently in some fables. Oh, okay.
Give me 10 push-ups.
Okay. A good idea to do the upgrade? All right. Well, I want to see if this works because I'm in the middle of an idea, but then I will upgrade. Okay. I in range. Till
290 pieces of exercise for the entire week once you do them.
Okay, I'm gonna write this code, Pepsi Train, and then I will do the exercise. Okay, so we're gonna till the land and just move north. So then the first line is all going to be tilled land, and then we're gonna move into the true code for J in range. Okay, so this, you know what? We're gonna have our outer loop be eyes because it just makes me feel better. Okay, so for I in range, if I is equal to 1, so if we're in that first round, and then we're going to do our inner loop is going to be J. For J in range, get world size. So if we're in the first column here, if we can harvest it, harvest it. Don't randomly till stuff. So if we can harvest the carrot, harvest the carrot. Plant the carrot. Okay. Oh, wait. I know. We're going to till the land, and we're going to plant entities.carrot. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start out with 1 row of planted carrots. Now, the next time through, we can harvest it, plant a carrot, move north, and then if we are not in the first column, then for J in range, get world size. If we can harvest it, otherwise plant a bush and move north. And either way, whether we were in the first column or not, when we're done, move east. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, starts or stops the execution. So how do I, like, do I just go here? There we go. Haha! So we plant the carrots. Why do we check? Why do we go through that twice? I don't understand why it's going through twice. Okay. Single step time. Okay, so for J in range, get world size. Harvest it. Okay, and then we're going back here. Can we, like, zoom out? Yes, we can zoom out. Awesome. Okay. So, move north. Okay, so for J in range, get world size. If we can harvest it, plant it, move north. So why does it do that twice? That is what confuses me. Okay, so we do harvest. So harvest. And then we're going to plant. And we're going to move north. And then... Oh! Why does it go back to there as opposed to doing this move east command? That's my confusion. Okay, so this doesn't do what I think it should do. Aha! Oh. Oh, and somehow we're planting bushes on tilled soil, apparently. Okay. Ah, so we are clearly... Oh, hey! Amethyst May! Welcome to the stream! Hey, thanks for stopping by! We are playing The Farmer Was Replaced. And I have been given... Okay, I'm just gonna let this go while I think about it. While I think about what I've done wrong here. Yes, and then we're going to upgrade the game. We're going to take a little moment and upgrade the game, because apparently I'm still playing the beta version as opposed to the release version today. So, but first, we got given 10 squats and 10 push-ups, so here we go! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. Now we are going to... Yeah, I need more or less indentation. So I want the move east to happen after every single set here. I want to fix this and then I'm going to upgrade the game. Okay. So I want this I thing to happen. Or I want the move east. Okay. Stop moving. So I want move east to happen for every single eye in the range. So for eye in the range, I want it to do if, else, move east. Ah, okay. If I do that, is Python whitespace sensitive? I hate whitespace sensitive languages. Okay. There we go. Now it's working as intended. Okay. There we go. We've got some... Ooh, we've got a caution. My code triggered a warning. See details in the output window. Okay. For the full output, see output.txt. Warning, cannot plant entities.caret on grounds.grassland in plant entities.caret. Okay. So, for j in range, for I equals... Oh, wait, maybe... Does this need to be like 0 or something? Maybe. Does it go 0? Does it start at 1 or does it start at 0? I don't know how this I in range thing works. Okay, we'll try that. We'll try that. Okay, play. So first thing we're doing is we're tilling. And we're planting carrots. Ha-ha! Okay, that's it. It starts at 0. It doesn't start at 1. Okay. Alrighty. So, we have debugged this. It is now working as intended, where it goes through the carrots, and then, like, it moves north off the end here. I suppose I could do a little, like, move it east a little bit earlier, so that instead of moving up to here before moving east, it does its thing, but you know what? It's fine. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so now, while this is going, let me open up Steam in another window and see about upgrading this. How do I upgrade Steam? Okay, let's... early access game. Okay, why don't I just go back and then forward again? Store, no, library. The farmer was replaced. Okay, the farmer was replaced. Alright, game 1.0. Okay, multiple drones, new unlock tree, and more. Okay, how do I get it? Okay, stop that. Okay, I think what I need to do is stop the game.
Make good choices.
Okay, let me come up with something to put in the background while I've stopped the game. Let's make Minecraft run. I am a Minecraft streamer after all. Yes. Whee! Oh, and drink water. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, starting Minecraft. Minecraft! Yes. That way you guys have something to look at while I am upgrading my game. Oh, this music? Oh, this music is my music. Okay, here we go. Join server. Alrighty. Oh, we're here. Alright. We'll watch day happen. Okay, so if I hide the farmer was replaced. There we go. In both chats. Like that. Alright. There we go. Now I can stop the farmer was replaced. And let's exit this game. Quit. Sure. Save before quitting. Okay. Alright. Cloud error. The farmer was replaced. Alright. Now, we're gonna update the game. This is what I get for getting my stream all set up the night before in advance. It also says I've played 15 hours when I really haven't played 15 hours. I've only played 1. Is updating. Well, that is updating. How are you guys? Hello, hello. Yes, we've got a nice relaxed stream today. Just doing some farming. doing some farming with our drone. I could do some dirt farming in Minecraft. Whee! Hello, Clint Noob! Welcome to the stream. We are playing The Farmer Was Replaced, but right now I am upgrading it because I am using the wrong version, apparently. So, while that is upgrading in the background, alright, there we go. I think it has just finished upgrading. Let me hit play and see what's happening. Okay, see if we can get that to work. Okay. It grew, it expanded the farm. Okay. Save files from an older version of the game. Tech views upgrades have been reset. Something makes more sense with the new progression system. Okay. Well. Alright. Ooh, and they have more music now. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yes, get back on the platform. There we go. Back on the platform in Minecraft. And then bring up The Farmer Was Replaced. Ooh, and it appears to have not saved my sound settings because it is loud. Alright. There we go. Let's try this again. I'm still having fun. So I don't have anything to do till 6 o'clock tonight, so I'm going to keep playing. Oh, yes, yeah, I just mentioned that. Here, let me get this working. So I just upgraded, apparently. And yes, you won the giveaway. Okay, load. Save options. Okay, first thing, fix the audio. Oh my goodness, this is way too loud. Way too loud. Okay, UI and drone. There we go. Make that be reasonable. Okay, that is step 1. Now, step 2. Let's get this thing. Capture specific window. The farmer was replaced. Yes, okay, that is working. Now, unhide that and unhide that. There we go. This down here. Alrighty. Okay, so now let's start the game again. Alright, 1.0 is finally here. Okay, after 3.5 years of development, 20 updates, and amazing feedback, now we are in version 1.0 of The Farmer Is Replaced. Oops, and sorry, this is not quite all the way on the screen. There we go. Okay, I can now have multiple drones. Reworked unlock tree with more exponential progression. 60 achievements. Unlocking certain achievements will give my drone special hats. Complete sound hall, new music track, quality of life improvements, and breaking changes. Upgrades will be partially reset. Reusing mazes work slightly differently. Thanks for your support. Yay! Okay. Got it. So we can close that, and let's see. Okay. Ooh. Okay, this is different. Open the unlock tree. Speed. Increase the speed of the drone. Here, let's move this over. So, hats. I can unlock hats for my drone. So, while. Have I already unlocked while? Yes. Hats. I can now have special hats for my drone. I can hat. Purple hat, green hat, brown hat. Ooh, I want to wear a purple hat. Okay. Change this. Change hat. Change hat. We are going to wear hats dot purple hat. There we go. Gotta start with a purple hat. Okay. Now. Oh, hey. I wonder if this still works. Should work. Hello world, fashionable, and carrots. All right, so that's working. Now I need to... Here, I'm just gonna close all of these windows from earlier. And see what I can do. Okay. So now we've got speed. Speed. And to unlock more, we need 500 carrots. Okay. Grass. For 500 logs. Okay, so I need some more carrots and I need some more logs. Okay, so I need 20 logs. Okay, and I can expand the farm. There we go. Okay, now I need to stop that. Start over again at clear. And till the land. Oops. That didn't work. Okay. Why did that not work? So clear the land. So how do I restart the code? That would be nice. Okay, so start. So it's just starting the code there. What? What? Okay. Row time. Bush. How do I make the code restart? Oh. Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna quit Minecraft. Okay. Oh. Hello, Clint Noob. Okay, so now let's see here. Can I figure this out? How do I restart the code? Create a new code file. Open a new info window. Okay. Long arms, do you know, how do I restart the code back at the beginning of the clear section? That's what I want to do. Alrighty. Oops, is Long Arms not typing in chat? Okay. Possibly call clear. Well, yes, that's... I have clear at the start of my main function, but I don't know how to call it. Like, I don't know how to stop this. Or do I need to just... What if I just, like, change the code? Will that do it? There we go. Okay, I just had to make a change to the code before it would call it. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we are making carrots and we are making logs. Is there a stop option when it's running? I don't know. Click on the square. Okay, this one. Yes. Yeah, I figured it out. It's just, it would stop, but when I would restart it, it would still be in the loop. I couldn't get it back to doing the stuff that I did at the beginning of the, before the loop ran. That was my problem. Okay. So, we are making carrots and logs. And let's see here. Open the unlock tree. So we need 500 logs. Ooh, we're almost there. We're almost there. We can increase the yield of grass very soon. And then we can expand the farm again with... Oh, I can expand the farm right now. Let's go. 3x3 is going to go to 4x4. Except, why is this not working? Okay. 100 logs and 50 carrots, and my code triggered a warning. Uh-oh. Where's the warning? Oh, I see. It's just when it expanded. Okay. So now I just want to make this go again. Here, if I just hit enter there, then we can go from the beginning. All right. Yes. Okay. Now, open the unlock tree so we can expand again. Oh, now we can expand for pumpkins. Ooh. I can make pumpkins, and my code triggered a warning. I think the warning is just that it's bigger, that the size is changed in the middle of the code. Okay, then we'll just put another enter here and restart. Okay. Ah, okay. Truncated output. For full output, see output.txt. There is nothing here. All right. Now... Alright, we are collecting stuff. Sometimes we're getting grass, and sometimes we're getting bushes, and sometimes we're getting carrots. Okay, so now, what else can we do? Oh, hey, Colonel TM! Sorry, we just finished the giveaway. It is over. Okay. Yes, we have awarded the award to Liam.rar. Alright, so now, let's see here. Carrots increases the yield and cost. Carrots. Okay, 100% to 200%. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna upgrade our carrots. Watering. Water the plants to make them grow faster. Okay. So, use item, items.water. Okay. Or we could make trees for 50 logs and 70 carrot. I can plant entities.trees. I can unlock debugging. I can unlock operators. Okay. Arithmetic, comparison, and logic operators. Okay. If not, can harvest. And then we've already got planting. Well, let's see here. I want to get to pumpkins. So let's do trees first. Okay, trees. Okay, trees are a better way to get wood than bushes. They give 5 wood each. Like bushes, they can be planted on grass or soil. Okay, yeah, it's a $10 game, 10 US dollars. Okay, trees like to have some space, and planting them right next to each other will slow down their growth. The growing time is doubled for each tree that is on a tile directly north, south, east, or west of it. So if I plant trees on every tile, they'll take 16 times longer to grow. Okay, show. The percent operator can be useful here. Remember that the percent operator returns the remainder of the division. Even numbers divided by 2 have a remainder of 0, and odd numbers divided by 2 have a remainder of 1. So you can check if a number is even like this. Define is even n. Return n% 2 equals 0. This returns true if it's even and false if it isn't. Okay. So if we... Oh, so you can make functions. Do I need to unlock functions? Well, let's see. DEF is... Oops, wait. Do it like they say. Diff is even n, and then return n % 2 equals 0. Oops, not triple equals. Equals 0. Okay, so now we have made a definition of a function. There we go. Yes, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you don't know how to program... Well, I don't know Python. I know how to program, and I know how to think logically, but I don't know Python at all, and so the syntax just keeps tripping me up. But, yes, but I can figure it out. Okay, so we have done that, and it gives you hints. Like it kind of tells you what to do. Okay, now till, plant the carrots, move north. So we've got one range of, or we have one line of carrots. And then, well, true, if I is 0, then we're still planting carrots. I'm just going to keep planting carrots up the side because I like that. Now, for J in range, so I want to plant every other thing. I want it to be a tree. Okay. So if we can harvest it. And then, if, let's see here. So if we want... So let's make it like these diagonal squares here are going to be trees. So if J, or wait, okay, so hold on, which one's I and which one's J? Okay, so if my inner loop is going to be, okay, so if J, oh, I want it to switch depending on whether or not I is even or J is even. Okay, so we're gonna start out else if, what did we define our thing? Is even. So if is even, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, so if is even I, so if we're in an even numbered row, then, so this would be rows, so this is 0, row 1. Okay, so if we are, so if we want the else part of this, because we're going to do row 1 first. So else, so this is the odd numbered rows. So in the odd numbered rows, if we can harvest, if can harvest, like that, then harvest and plant a tree. Plant entities dot tree. Okay, there we go. Oh no, wait, hold on. If we can harvest. But then we don't necessarily want to plant a tree. We only want to plant a tree. Okay, so we're going to put this in another loop here. Okay. So for J in range. This is like, I should totally combine I and J here. Like do I plus J. Actually, could I? Hold on, if I do I plus J. Yeah, let me do that. But I don't... Oh, did I get too complicated? Yes, okay. Oh, hey Liam, have fun. All right, okay, so we're doing, so if we're in the first row, we're gonna do that. Otherwise, if is even, so then we're gonna do, you know what, let me just get rid of all this stuff here. Okay, else. So for not in row 1, then for J in range, get world size, colon, okay. Then if I plus J is even, okay, if is even, I plus J, there we go. If I plus A is even, then, okay, and we go here, then we're going to, if can harvest, harvest and plant a tree. Because, wait, hold on. So I want this one to be a tree. So this is this one is going to be I1 and J0. Okay, so we're going to plant a bush here. Plant entity, yeah, entities dot bush. Okay. And then either way, we're going to move north. And then we're going to be on the other side of our is even. Otherwise, so if it's even, do that. Else, if we can harvest. If can harvest. And plant a tree. Entities dot tree. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna move north regardless, but we're gonna move north here. No. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna move north no matter what. So if it's so instead of having to move north here in both places, we're gonna take that out and put it here. Move north. Okay. Because whether or not it's on the diagonal, we're always going to move north. There we go. And at the end of the row, we're always going to move east. All right. Let's give that... Okay. There must be a colon at the beginning of the block. Wait. If is even and... Oh, I see. See, this is where I just don't know Python. All right. Again. Okay. If is even. There. And is there another one? Another colon. I'm missing another colon. Oh boy. Yeah. Your brain is overheating. Ho-ho! I got a new hat. I can now have a traffic cone if I want. Okay. Oh no! Functions have to be unlocked before I can do this. Okay. Well, I was just doing what it said. It said to use a function, so I did that. Okay, so operators. Scenes. How do I get functions? Debug 2. How do I get scenes? Oh, I need to get functions this way. Okay, hold on. Do I have enough to unlock functions? I've just unlocked variables. Okay. Haha, functions. Did it. I've got enough carrots. Yo, a new hat. All right, here we go. We're gonna change it to hats dot traffic cone. I need it to tab complete for me. Traffic cone. Okay, let's give this a try. Ho 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 ho, now. Okay, it went extra. But we have every other thing is a tree. We did it. So we are getting some carrots and a whole lot of wood. But I'm not sure. Oh, I know why it went through the first one. Because it did this, and then it did this. So it only goes through the carrots twice on the first time round. I can live with that. I can live with that. Or you know what? I could just move east while I get started. Yes. All right. Yes. Yeah, I can stop at dinner time. I want to try to unlock all the things. Okay, stream is gonna go until I feel like stopping. Is that a good answer? I'm having fun. Oh, long arms. That's a great hint. Okay, use a colon anywhere I would normally use an open squiggly brace. Oh, okay. That I can do. All right. So it looks like the trees are successfully done, and it looks like I'm still getting grass on a regular basis. So, yeah. So I don't know, does the grass harvest? Hold on, 538. No, I'm not actually harvesting any of this grass. It's just like grass quickly pops up before I harvest these other things. So if I needed grass for anything... Oh, interesting. Grass appears to be harvested from the carrot row, but not the other rows. Oh. Yeah, see, when I do the carrot row... Oh, no, it's not being harvested. It's being used. Ah, use up. It costs hay in order to plant carrots. There we go. I'm figuring it out. Okay, whenever I harvest something, the grass grows. So if I wanted more grass, hold on, I could just sit here. So if I can harvest, and then I could just harvest again. And then that will get the grass that I need to plant the carrot. So if I can harvest the carrot, and then harvest again to get the grass that just grew. There we go. Yes, or I could leave grass. I could put grass here as opposed to planting that because I'd probably have enough logs. Yeah, I now have a lot of logs. Good point. So I could, instead of planting entities.bush here, then I could just leave it as grass. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have lots more grass now to make up for our logs. I will eventually want millions of everything. Uh-oh. Okay, I better get to unlocking. Here we go. So this is going to go twice just because it's the first row. There we go. Now it's leaving the grass in these other spots, and we're going up in grass. And then the second time through, we're going to go up in carrots, and we're going up in wood and grass and carrots. Okay, let's see what else we can unlock. Hamburglar Roblox, hello! We are learning, we are playing The Farmer Was Replaced. It's a coding game. I enjoy it, so, you know, this may not necessarily be for my audience, but it's fun for me, so therefore I'm streaming it. Oh, it's two plant. Okay, here, I can move the code off the screen except when I'm working on it. How about that? Okay, exponential value upgrades. Let's get some upgrades. All right. So I can expand the farm if I get those. I can water the plants to make them grow faster. I don't really need that yet, but I might as well unlock the ability. Okay. Receive more water. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Now, trees. Increase the yield of the bushes and the trees. Okay. unlock. Okay, so I need more stuff to unlock that. Okay, I can unlock variables. I unlocked functions. Senses. The drone can see what's under it and where it is. If get position X. Oh, I see. Number of items. Less than 2. Oh, so I can see how many. I can make my drone decide what to plant. Ah, there we go. Yes. Like that. Okay. So now I have unlocked senses. I can now unlock lists, use lists to store lots of values. I can decide what to plant where. Okay. Lists are a way to store multiple values in a single variable. Ooh. This list now contains the values to, true, and items.hey. Could be empty. I can access a element of a list by its index. 0 for the first one, 1 for the second, and so on. Plant carrots. List equals entities.tree, entities.carrot, entities.pumpkin. Plant list 1. I can iterate over the list using a for loop. Following example sums all the elements in the list. 4725, sum 0. For number in list, sum plus equals number. Okay. I can add and remove elements. List.append, so I can add stuff to the list. Okay. And I can remove stuff from the list. And now, so when I remove 2, I am removing... Okay, list.remove element removes the first occurrence of the element. Okay, so it's like I can take carrots out of the list as opposed to removing the second thing from the list. Okay. Now, entities.tree. Entities.tree, entities.hey. Insert in position wood. Okay, now I have tree, wood, and hay. Okay, pop removes the element at the specified index. If no element is specified, the last item is removed. Okay. The length function returns the length. Ooh, I now got the carrot hat. The length returns the length of the list. Okay. X is now 3. Okay. So they have different semantics. That means that assigning a list to a variable assigns the same list object to that variable rather than making a copy of a list. If 2 variables reference the same list, changes to the list will be seen by both. Oh, okay, got it. So we're if you assign a list to a variable, then it's by reference. Okay. A and B are now both 1. Okay, got it. I understand. Okay, so that is list, and then senses. My drones can now see. Okay. Might want to reboot the router once we're done. Okay. Got it. Well, hopefully the stream is doing okay. Stream health looks good. Of items returns how many I have. I can get the entity type and the ground type. Do a flip if you're over a bush. The none keyword is unlocked. None is a value that represents there is no value. For example, the function has no return will actually return none. Okay, yeah, I usually only stream Monday through Friday. Coolscap, unless there's a reason to stream on another day. Okay, watering. I should use this. Well, actually, I don't need to use this because it takes me so long to harvest everything that it's already grown by the time I get there. Okay. Growth of plant scales linearly from 1 to 5x. Ground dries up over time. I can use water to make them go faster. Tank of water is added to my inventory every 10 seconds. Oh, I have a ton of water now. Okay. Upgrading unlock stop watering will give me an additional tank of water every 10 seconds. Tank holds a little quarter of water. Call use item water to water the ground. Okay, I don't need to do that yet. Okay, trees. Now, I should find out what's the most efficient way to do carrots. Okay. Okay, here. This is how to do. Okay. Yep, there we go. We already figured that out without the hints. Move in a direction. Ah, okay. And we can return values, and we can have default arguments. You can also assign default values. Oh, okay. F and F true. All right. Advanced function usage. Define F, define D, do a flip, return D, F third. Okay. Calls the function F, which defines and returns a new function D. The second then executes D and performs the flip. Okay. It's not a good idea. But you can! Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Okay. Wait, fertilizer? There's fertilizer? Hold on. How do I get fertilizer? Okay, print. We don't need debugging just yet. Oh, interesting. You can set the world and set the execution speed. All right, so let's... Maybe this is worth unlocking. Print. I can now debug. Okay, click on a breakpoint. And print stuff. Okay. There we go. Now, hold on. How do I set the speed? Let's go faster. Set execution speed. What do I... Unlock cost... Oh, 500 gold. How do I get gold? Okay. Okay, well, I can get sunflowers right now. Sunflowers and power. And fertilizer. Okay, so I can get fertilizer. Waiting for plants to grow is not efficient enough. Okay. I get fertilizer over time. Plants grown with fertilizer will be infected. When a plant is infected, half its yield is turned into items.weird substance when it's harvested. Weird substance can also be used on plants, which has the effect of toggling the infected status of the plant and all adjacent plants. So if you call use item items.weird substance on infected plants, it'll cure it. But if you use it on a healthy plant, it'll infect it. Ah, so you have to check if it's healthy. If you use it on an infected plant that has healthy neighbors, will cure the plant but infect the neighbors and vice versa. Ooh, complex fertilizer stuff. Okay. Sunflowers. Sunflowers collect the power of the sun. I can harvest the power. Planting them works exactly like planting carrots or pumpkins. Harvesting a grown sunflower yields power. There are at least 10 sunflowers on the farm, and you harvest the one with the largest number of petals. I get 5x more power. Measure returns the number of petals the sunflower has under the drone. Sunflowers have at least 7 and at most 15 petals. Okay. They can already be measured before they're fully grown. Okay. Several can have the same number, so there can be several with the largest number. In this case, it doesn't matter which one I harvest. As long as I have power, the drone will use it to run twice as fast. It consumes 1 power every 30 actions. Okay. Executing other code statements will also use power, but a lot less than the drone. In general, everything that's sped up by speed upgrades is sped up by power. All right. Let's go faster. So what we want to do is plant some sunflowers. Where are we going to plant the sunflowers? Well, let's just make... Why don't we make 1 row of sunflowers to start with? Okay, where did my code go? There it is. Okay, stop. We are going... Oh, do sunflowers have to be on tilled land? That's a good thing to know. Unlocks, items, entities, grass, and ground soil. Grass hats, plant. It doesn't tell me. Oh, there we go. Refresh. Now I can find out about carrots and sunflowers. There we go. Sunflowers. Do they have to be on tilled land? Planting carrots or pumpkins. So they do have to be on tilled land. Okay. Got it. Yeah, buy Minecraft first, and then maybe try this game. Okay, so what we're gonna do is at the beginning, we are going to plant 1 row of carrots, and then we're going to, for eye and range, get world size. We're gonna plant 1 round of carrots, and then we're going to move east, and then we're gonna do it again. We're gonna plant 1 round of... Ooh, I wonder if we should be using a list for this. To plant 1 round of... Well, for now, we're gonna do it by hand first, and then later we'll automate this. Okay, so we're gonna move east, and then we're going to till and plant entities dot sunflower, and then move north. Oops. Oh. Okay. East. Okay, hold on, wait. So, for I in here, then we're going to do that, and then we need to do another for I. In range. Get world size. Now there's so many things. Get world size. Okay, then we're gonna till. And then we're going to... Oops, why does this say pass? It should say plant. What does pass do? Okay. sunflowers, and then we're gonna move north. There we go. Oh, sorry, Coalscap. Well, you can always watch the VOD tomorrow. Bye. Thank you for joining. Okay, so now go through. Okay, yeah, I should really make a list if I want. Well, okay, we're gonna do it by hand first, and then later we'll switch this to a list. Okay, tested out by range. If I equals 0, then do that. And then we're gonna do another one. So we're gonna do else if, I think this is an else if I equals 1. So later we're gonna have a list that we go through to do this. J in range, get world size. Colons, okay. If we can harvest it, harvest. Oh, no, wait. We want to go through, so this is our sunflowers, and we want to harvest the sunflower with the largest petal. Okay, so are we only going? I don't know how sunflowers grow yet. Well, we'll just go through it once and find the sunflower with our largest petal. So, we need a variable. And our variable is going to be, I don't know, petal flower. We're going to call it big petal flower index. Equals, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna initialize it first. Big petal flower index gets 0. Okay, so we're gonna initialize that. We don't need a semicolon. So weird to not have to put semicolons at the end of stuff. Okay, so now if our big petal flower index. Okay. And then the other thing we need is we're going to figure out, okay, so we're going to initialize the flower, what shall we call it? We're going to call it biggest size, I don't know. Biggest size. There we go. Biggest size. We're going to initial this with the size of the first one. Okay, so biggest size equals. Now, how do we read? I want to figure out how do we read the size of the petal flower that we're underneath. Sunflowers. Loops. How do I figure out entity step tree? Okay, where's the help index? There we go. General info. All right. Ooh, I wonder. All right. Do we know the people who made the game? All right, now, where to go? Index. All right, so we are looking for how do we figure out how big, there we go, built-in functions. Clear, do a flip, get entity type, get ground type, length list measure, use item. Wait, you can pet the piggy? Aww. I want to pet the piggy. We gotta start out by petting the piggy. Hold on. Easily distracted. We're gonna change our hat and we're gonna pet the piggy. Pet the piggy. Okay, sorry. Easily distracted. Okay. Yeah. What do you mean it's not a valid expression? Where's not a valid expression? Pet the piggy? Have I not unlocked Pet the piggy? This is not a valid expression. Well, yeah, I know. I'm not in the middle of anything yet. I'm not finished yet. Okay, biggest... How do I find out what size... Oh, measure. Okay, measure returns the number of petals the sunflower has under the drone. Okay, so we're going to measure big petal flower index. Okay, well, wait. So first we're going to measure. Okay, well, if... Okay, so hold on. Biggest size equals measure. And then... if biggest size, okay, hold on. If biggest size. Oh, wait, have I not unlocked variables yet? Well, we'll find out soon. Okay, if biggest size is less than, strictly less than, measure. If biggest size is less than measure, then the biggest petal flower index is going to equal J, and biggest size is going to be increased. Biggest size is going to get measure. Okay, we called measure twice, but you know what? We're not going for efficiency yet. We just want to see how the whole sunflower thing works. Okay. So if the biggest size is less than what the current size is, then we're going to update where the biggest one is, and we're going to update how big the biggest one is. Okay, there we go. And then, so this is going through the whole row. Okay, and if that is true, otherwise, we're just going to do nothing. So if it's true, do that. Now, if I want to move north in the J loop, but not the if loop. See, this is where I miss where I should put this move command. Okay, so... So we're going to do these two things. If it's that, so for J in range, we're looking for the biggest one and move north. After we have done all that, after we have found the biggest one, then we are going to move to the biggest index. So we're going to move to... How do I move north? The biggest flower index length. Okay, move. What does the move command take as arguments? Then move. We're gonna look for general info. Where's move? Unlocks. How do we move? Built-in functions. We're gonna make this work. Move. There we go. Okay, move. More related information. See, expand. Okay, moves in the direction by one tile. Is there a way to move more than one tile? I want to move more more than one tile at once. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just do this. Okay. So we're gonna do it again. For K in. So this time, instead of in range, we're gonna do for K in whatever that's called, biggest size. No, biggest petal flower index. Sorry, biggest petal flower index for K and biggest petal flower index. Then we're gonna move north again. North, and then we're gonna harvest that one. Harvest. There. Hey, hello, Colonel. Yes. So when I ask, so if I ask for help, then you can help me. Otherwise, I'm gonna just try and figure it out myself because that's half the fun. Okay. But if I say something like, how do I move to a specific location, and you happen to know the function for that, you can totally look up documentation for me that I was going to look up for myself. So when I'm saying things like, how do I do this, then absolutely feel free to answer the question, how do I do that? But don't tell me, oh, you should solve this way until after I ask. Hey. Oh, Alexander the Worst, I did stream yesterday. I just streamed 3.5 hours late. On Thursdays, I will be streaming, well, 3 hours and 40 minutes late, actually. I stream later because I have a class at stream time. Okay, got it. So, for K and biggest flower, so basically, yes. So, is there a way, Colonel TM, how do I move? I just want to move forward the number of times that biggest, or that, like, I want to move forward biggest petal flower index number of times. Is there a way to do that other than just, like, looping forward and moving one at a time? That's the question I have. Huh. I don't know why you didn't get a notification. I did stream yesterday. There were people watching. I'm sorry you missed it, though. Yeah. Do I have the Destiny chords? Yes, the Destiny chords are 1 over and biggest petal flower index up. Yes. So I have the Destiny chords. How do I move to specific coordinates? What's the command for that? That's the part I don't know. Okay, yeah, this. While not there, move there. I don't know what you mean by while not there and move there. Okay. The indentation is for all the statements in the code block. Okay. What if I want this to not be in that code block? Okay. Each iteration, I will be closer. Okay, got it. Well, in that case, I'm just going to move. I know how to get there this way. Although, apparently, I have an error in my code block for the statements. Well, I could figure it out. I want to move north if Y is bigger and south if Y is smaller. Okay, yeah, what I was doing is I was just going through, it's all the flowers are in the same line, so I was just gonna loop through the line, check and see which one's biggest, and then go back to that spot. That was how I was planning to solve it. that wallpaper. Ah. So, yes, I am trying. Yeah, let's see here. So, but I don't even know if I've unlocked variables yet. So I'm not sure if this is going to work at all. So let's see here. Yeah, it says there's too much indentation here. Okay, so else if I equals 1. So I want this to be in that code block, though. Oh, maybe I have to do that? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I am just plain not used to. Oh, I see. Just spam a few. Okay. Yeah, I guess that works. Okay, there must be a colon at the beginning of the code block. Okay. Yeah, and this is the first time I've ever used a white space sensitive language, so I am not good at that yet. Okay. And then, so I don't want that to go there, so I want to move north and then harvest. Okay. This is gonna leave me at a wrong, unusual spot for doing the rest of this. But, yeah, but we'll see. Okay. Here we go. Oh, and I pat the pig! Feels good. Sunflowers! I've now planted a sunflower. And then, biggest petal flower index has never been defined. I must... Okay. There we go. Like that. Let's start over. Oh, and it patted the piggy, but you couldn't see the piggy because I was covering it up with the code block. There we go. Okay, error. 0 can't be iterated in a for loop. The for loop must be given a sequence to iterate over. Example, for I in range 5, here range... Oh, okay. For K in range, big petal flower index. How about that? Like that. Okay. There we go. Okay, now let's try it in. Oh, and I covered up patting the piggy again. Oh, interesting. Huh. Printed only wheat in this row. And now we're all off by 1. Okay, but it was a learning experience. Okay. Alrighty, well... This is funny. It's got all the carrots in the wrong place now. Okay, well, let me go. I want to do... How do I make this? I kind of want to save this idea. How do I make a second code file? Okay, actually, you know what? I will keep this going while I research how to make a second code file. Because I want to save all that information in case I want to do it again, but I just want to... Oh, top right, click the plus. Ah, okay, there we go. Because I want to do this. I want to do something. I just want to learn about sunflowers. Okay, there we go. So let's make choices. Hats. Dot. I want the sunflower hat. Do I have a sunflower hat? Okay, I don't have a sunflower hat. Well, how about a straw hat? Okay, we're going to make this one be the straw hat. And we are going to... Oh, why not pet the piggy? Gotta pet the piggy at the start. Okay. And now, what I want to do is... For... World size. How do I do this? Iron range, get... Why is it not tab completing get world size? Am I doing something wrong? Okay. Oh. I have done videos with Technoblade's dad, but I do not do stuff with Technoblade's dad anymore. Okay. And that is, yeah, it is sad. If he wanted to, I would, but, get world size. There we go. Now, for J in range, get world size, because it's nice that we always know. What? Why did it do that? Get world, okay. Get world size. There we go. Okay, for I in range, get world size. For J in range, get world size. Let's just till the whole world. Till. And then we're going to plant entities dot sunflower. Okay, we're gonna till it and plant a sunflower everywhere. And then we're going to move north. And then we're going to, in the outer loop, move east. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have sunflowers everywhere before we get started. And let's just look at this code and see what it does. So we're going to stop that. And now let's run this one. Oh, and I'm going to move it out of the way so we can see it pet the piggy. Oops, no. How do we... What? Okay, it's still running main. How do I make main not run? Stop. Okay. Starts or stops the execution of the code in this window. So that is not working as expected. So here we go. I did this. Okay, so I would think this would go to this code here, not my main code. Try stop instead of pause. Wait, how do I... What do you mean stop instead of pause? Oops. Whoa. Oh, I see they're underneath each other now. So I'm not sure what you mean by stop instead of pause. So this is start or stop. And that's start or stop. Oh, that's pause, but this is like that maybe? Okay. Haha, there we go. All right, now it's running. And now we're just planting sunflowers everywhere. And that's all this code is gonna do. It's gonna plant all the sunflowers and then stop. Okay, now we want to find the largest sunflower. Now, I have got debug stuff working, so I'm just gonna do... We're gonna do another loop here, and we are gonna do... Okay, here, we're just gonna copy this. And the next thing we want to do is we just want to print. Because what I want to know is, does the size of the sunflower change over time? Like, does the number of petals change, or is it always the same? Oh, I can hover over this. Aha. Okay, so we have no water level. Okay, got it. So when harvested, okay, so all the biggest ones will say how many it is. Okay, so I think that the size of the sunflower doesn't change over time. Okay. So, now I want to find the biggest sunflower. Let's just do that. So, to find the sunflower, then we measure. Okay, so for I in range, for J in range. Now, I wonder, can you figure out what the size of the sunflower is? Can I figure it out right after planting? Let's find out. So I'm going to plant it, and then I'm going to measure. Okay, so measure returns the number of petals. And so then I'm oh, let's put this in a list. Okay, so let's make it sunflower list. Sunflower list. Okay, so our sunflower list is going to be just one long list that's an I plus J. Let's see here. So sunflower list. Can I have multiple? So can you have multi-dimensional arrays? Sunflower list. Here, we're just gonna do IJ. Sunflower list IJ equals measure. Ooh, here we go. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. Which is our biggest sunflower? Okay, so sunflower list IJ equals measure. And then, okay, then we're going to have, we need our biggest size. Okay, so is there a way to do comments? How do you comment? Is this a comment? There we go. Yeah, that looks like a comment. Okay, got it. So our variables are going to be sunflower list. Okay, we're gonna start making some rules so that I know what things are what. All of the built-in functions start with a lowercase. All the things that I define are gonna start with an uppercase letter. And I'm not gonna use underscores, and their stuff does use underscores. How about that? Okay, so we're gonna have sunflower list is list of the size of the sunflower. Okay. And then biggest index. Okay, let's see here. Biggest index. So I is going to be the column. Biggest index column. Why don't we just do that? Biggest index column. Okay. Location of biggest sunflower column. And then biggest index row. That's going to be location of biggest sunflower row. There we go. Okay. I used to be a professional. It sure helps. Like, code can get hard to read and hard to understand and hard to know what you did real fast. Okay, so biggest column, biggest row. Okay, and then, so that's where the biggest one currently is. Now, okay, so how about, we need to know the size of the biggest found. Oh, how about a list of sizes? Okay. List of sizes. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Okay, my brain is trying to optimize 3 steps in advance, and you know what? It's gone too far. We don't need to do that just yet. Okay, let's see here. Okay. And then you just pop the biggest one. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about this right now. We're not gonna worry about the next one. We'll just search for the next one when we need it. Okay, we're not optimizing yet. We're just learning mechanics. Don't get ahead of yourself. Just learn the mechanics. Okay. So we have the biggest index column, biggest index row. All right, so now we're gonna see if we can measure it right away. And then we're going to save a biggest known size, which is going to have to be reset to 0 every single time we harvest one. For now, until we optimize. Okay. I love coding. Okay, so when I went to college, I was planning to major in engineering, but everybody was forced to take the intro programming class, and I loved it. So then I double majored in computer science and engineering, and I was a hardware design engineer for like 5 years, and then I had kids, and then I basically have it, and I quit my job when I had kids, and just, you know, I've been a mom for the last 20 years, and that's it. But there's still a little programmer me buried deep inside who really enjoys this. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we're just learning mechanics first, and then we're gonna optimize later. Okay, biggest known size, and we're gonna initialize this to 0. Okay. Size of largest sunflower known. Okay, so we know where it is, and we know what its size is. Okay. And you know what? I don't think we're well, okay, we're not gonna keep a list of them now. Actually, if I can loop through the list without moving the drone, that is probably faster, so that is worth doing. Okay. So, known row, known index, biggest size, and then we're going to, what else do we need to know about sunflowers? I think that's it. And we're gonna till it. We're gonna water it. Water. I don't know, is that how to just start that off? Oh, what comes now? Uh-oh, our stream health is low. No. Well, I can't help it if my internet goes down. I'm gonna keep plugging on anyway. Okay, so our biggest known size is gonna start with 0. Now, sunflower list ij equals measure, and then if sunflower list ij list ij greater than biggest known size, if the sunflower list is greater than the biggest known size. Oops, hello. Are we completely offline?
We were briefly, but we're back yet. But it's sort of a, I don't want to mess up your stream by rebooting the router, but I think we need it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess if we just keep going down, why don't you just reboot the router and I'll keep going. Okay. So, wait, global.